troubles behind. Found salvation in the rhythm of a line. No emails or meetings, just the river's sway. Gone fishing, and I'm here to stay.
Right, welcome everybody. As you could probably have seen by before the intro, I'm at Paull. So this is one of my first sessions out I'm going to be doing for this cod season. But I'm not expecting a great deal today, to be fair. It's just to get out and get basically a video put together, to be fair. I'm just in the process of whipping on a squid and black lug bait. So it's the 16th of October. I've probably got about an hour and 3/4 to tide. So not long to tide, to be fair, but I'm going to fish it a couple of hours down. I'm using pulley pennel rigs on both. Not very long snoods because I know it can be a bit snaggy here. But so just whipped on a squid, the circle hook, and just it's not a very big hook that at the bottom there. So that's going out. It's on a pulley pennel rig, like I said, 6-ounce lead. Although I don't think there's much pull, to be fair. 6-ounce lead, and we're going to get this one sent out. So there we go, first one going out. Let's get it out, see how we get on. Yeah, so first one going out. That didn't go well for the first cast. It's come out of its clip. But never mind, it's out there. So that's the first one out. And we'll see what type of pull there is. I don't know how big the tide is. It's not very far. In fact, if I show you, I'll show you now. Turn you around. Still see the tops of the timber. Just about make that crunch out there, and make the crunch out there. So it's obviously not very big tides today. But yeah, so just to show you. So it's a pulley pennel rig I'm using. Focusing on that. 30-pound hook length, 60-pound trace, and then down to like I said, I'm not using real big hooks. In fact, these aren't even circle hooks, these are just bait holder hooks, small ones. That one I put a bit of tubing on just to hold it a bit better. But yeah, so I'll get this one baited up as well, and we'll get it out and see how we get on. All right, on the next episode of the Water's Gone Fishing channel. Right, second rod ready to go out. So it's again frozen black lug that's been whipped on first, and then a squid which I've cut in half and then wrapped it round. So that's a better looking bait than the first one that went out. So I'm going to get this one out, and both rods will be out. See how we get on. All right, catch back in a bit. Yeah, just had a rattle on the furthest rod away. There it goes, look. Yeah, there's a bite straight away. I don't think it's the tide moving the rod round, but if it's a bite, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep you on the rod. I'm just going to set up the other trace that I've got ready. Just going to get that one set up. I know there's been one or two whiting getting caught, so whether it was a whiting, if it goes again, Biggest baits I'm using. So, your bait on it. I'll just keep an eye on it while I get this other rig set up. Like I say, I'm only fishing with pulley panels on the rigs today. The nearest rod has got braid on that, and to be fair, I chucked that one out a fair way. I tell you what, there's a lot of mozzies about. I know that. A lot of mozzies. Need some frost to kill them off. Don't want them all over here. Right, I'll get that other rod baited up. So I was waiting to see if that one goes again. So yeah, so like I say, it's just black lug today, frozen black lug with squid just wrapped on the hook. Now I am out at weekend on the Saturday. I'm out at weekend. I've ordered some lugworm from Tackle Shop, so I'll be going out. Not sure where I'm going, whether I go to Paull or on the coast, I'm not sure. But I know there's been reports of some cod coming out on the coast, so it might be that I find myself on the coast, maybe, I don't know. But we'll have to just wait and see on that one. Let's get this one whipped on. Oh, I got another little knock then. So it's just whipping this on. Yeah, I think by the time I get this one set up, that one might just be ready for having a look at. Yeah, it's another day where I've taken off a day off work to have some bedroom furniture fitted, and been waiting for my wife to come home so that she can be at home. So that's why I'm a little bit late on the flood, but we'll get some fishing in. Get some fishing in anyway, so that'll be good. And if we get some fish, even better. There's people in the car park that seem to be in and out with the rig, so I don't know whether maybe there's fish getting caught. I can't see any fish getting caught, but they seem to be in and out a little bit. What's that in there? We don't want a knot. Thank you. We don't want a knot in the line. I've just made these rigs this morning while I've been sat. So these are all brand new rigs for this year. We'll get that lead clipped on. Otherwise we'll lose that. So that one's ready to go now. So let's keep an eye on the other rod then now. See if it goes again. Alright, that rod's gone again just now, so I'm thinking it is a fish. The line's not moving. Maybe a couple more minutes and then if it goes again, I'll bring it in. See, you might have a whiting hung on. A long time since I fished the river as flat as this. It's like a mill pond. It was actually rougher in the pond that I fished it the last 2 weekends. It's actually flat calm compared to I fished through that Storm Amy at Brands Burton, and then I fished again the next day just after it. So yeah, really flat calm. Obviously not cod weather really, but these mozzies, wow, I hear them buzzing around my ears. Fortunately, I've got my woolly hat on, so they can't get through my woolly hat, and I've got my hood as well. So I'm trying to keep everything that might be exposed covered up because they're all over. I've been watching a few of Mike White and Jimmy Codbaits. Been watching a few of their videos. I know Jimmy's been down at Macro and he's been here a couple of times. Seen him catch whiting, and I've seen Mike White catch a lot of whiting at Old Hall. The last one I saw him down at Hall, there's a bite, look, on this one as well. So last one I saw Mike White at Old Hall, they've got some really nice whiting, really good stonking whiting, really. So obviously they're moving up the river. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the cod won't be far behind them. That's a bite on both rods now. Yeah, it's good to get my sea fishing gear out for a change. Like I say, the last time I fished on the beach, I think it was at Runnels, fishing for smoothhounds, and I got a couple of smoothhounds there. I think that was the last time I've had my beach gear out. So I used to get my beach gear out just to give it the varied fishing session as well. So yeah, I'm gonna see where I want to go on Saturday. See where I'm going to be on Saturday. That was a good rattle on that rod there, but just rattled the once, you know, a couple of times down, and the other one's gone quiet now. So right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the right hand rod in and see if anything's hung itself on or anything over the bait's been snaffled. I'm not sure there's any crabs still about. I'm sure there will be because it's not really had any cold temperatures, so I'm sure they'll still be knocking about. Right, let's bring this right rod out and let's have a look, see if there's anything on it. Well, I don't know whether there's something on it or whether it's weed. It feels a bit heavy than normal. Or whether it could be weed, I don't know. Could it be that we've got our first fish? Could it be? Have a look. What have we got, if anything? I think we've got a fish on, I think. Seems to be, yeah, we've got a fish on. Looks like a whiting. We'll get it up. Yeah, only a small one, but oh, first whiting. First chuck. Well, the other one's going now. Look at that one going. Wow. Nicely hooked, that one as well. So let's show it to the camera, everybody. There we go. Nice little whiting, nicely hooked as well, so that can go back really nicely easy. Nice and easy. And one in the bag. It's good. Good start. And this other rod was really bouncing away then. Let's get this Get this rig put out again. A new rig put on that one. Let's get this one out. So it's same black lug and squid. That one not very far, that one, because it came out the clip. That one's going again, look. I have to get that one brought in. It stayed in its clip this time. Switch that over. A minute. Yeah, I'm going to bring this one in as well now. Oh, snagged in there once. I don't know what it was, but don't think we've got anything on this one. I think we might have had at the beginning of it, but then I think it slipped it. But never mind. At least we've got one on the bank up to now. That's good. Don't feel no weight on this one. No, I don't know though. What we've got here? We've got something. Oh, we have. We've got one. I couldn't really feel the weight on this one. So we've got another weight in. Ooh. That one's a little bit better, that one. Nicely lipped as well, again. So that's good. Really nicely lipped. Hey, whiting number 2. Lovely condition, absolutely lovely condition. Really right in the scissor there, so that'll go back lovely, that one. Brilliant, get in. Wow, just look at that bite going. Look at that, that's like a cod bite, is that? Look at this one. We've got it though. We maybe should have left that one, but why? What a bite that was. Wow, shaking the rod like a cod, but maybe a bit too eager with that one, I think. No, I didn't with that one. But wow. Yeah. Alright, we'll get this another rig done and we'll get this other rig that I've done put back out again. That one out long, that one. But I maybe should have left it. They were too eager on it. But never mind. Let's get this rod back out. Now it's got a new fresh bait on it. I'm managing to welt this out quite a way with this braid line on. No wind. I'm really chucking this one out. Oops. Right. I think I was too eager on that one, I think. Too eager. I'll have to let it, like the first two, I let them go a bit. But that one, because it was shaking so hard, I thought I'd hit it. But, hey man, it's back out again. Right, I might get a chance for a coffee. Not expecting this action straight away, but although it's the optimum time really, 2 hours before, and then like I say, I'm going to give it a go a couple of hours maybe after, see how we get on, and hopefully we'll get some more fish for you. I brought some torches and stuff, lights, so I can fish into dark. And I've got my lights with me, so that's good. And the trouble is, with it only being a small tide, the water's not going to stay with us for very long. That's the only thing. But still, 2 fish on the bank, and that was a really good bite. Right, I better get this other rig. So I'll pour myself a coffee first, and then I'll get this other rig baited up in case we get another bite. While the fish are out there, we've got to try and get them while they're out there feeding. So the bait hasn't even thawed out properly today, so that's why I'm having to whip these black lug on, because they're quite hard, still frozen. So, oh, another bite there, look. You can see that one going. Look at that going. Now then, what do you do? I mean, that's really going, that. That one was really going, wasn't it, that one? I had my head down looking at my bait, and I just looked up and could see it shaking away. Just trying to get the black lug out to rebait up the other rig. Oh, come on, wait, it's like past the parcel, this. Trying to get all this paper off. Look at that rod going. That's ridiculous. That's only a whiting. I don't know if there's any black lug in this packet. All I've got is paper. Oh, we found some lugworm at last. Found some lugworm at last. Right, I'll stand over this way so that you can see the rod, and so can I, in case it goes again, because it's been going for a bit now, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to have to bring that one in, I think. So I'm just going to whip this black lug on this new rig. And I'll whip some squid on. And then I'll have another rig ready at least. Sure. I'm bringing that one in a minute. Hopefully with a fish on the end of it. Still giving a bit of a shake, isn't it? Yeah, let's just get this one brought in, I think. It goes again. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Feels like a little bit of weight on it. Not a lot. Feels like some weight on it. Yeah, there's a fish on. I don't know where it is. Another weighting, I think. That's an even better one, I think, that one. Looks bigger than the other one, the last one. Again, nicely hooked. Really nicely hooked. But that was on the top hook, that one. That was on the little, the top hook. Get it out. Yeah. I'll show you to the camera. Very long fish, this one. Very long. There he is. Nice one. Really long. I'll go and measure him. I'll measure him. See how long he is. Yeah, 37 centimetres. 37. That's a good long weighting. Not a lot of meat on it, but good weighting. 37. Get it back. Right, I'll just brought it back onto the rods because looks like there might be another bite developing on the furthest rod away from you. The one I just brought in and then cast back out again. Like I say, that one there, I'm really managing to get that one banged right out. So whatever drift there is, that'll be in it. That one, because it's actually pulling me my line round, whereas the other rod that's not going out as far is basically staying where I've cast it. So obviously there's not as much pull there. Let's see if I can find some more black lug in this packet. I think I need a trip to maybe Mark Tong to get some more frozen lug. Let's see if I can pop there tomorrow. Go and get some, because I'm picking up some fresh lugworm from another tackle shop, so I might just pop into Mark Tong I like his bait, to be fair. It's good bait. Does proper sea angler, so he knows what sea anglers need or want. So he's not, he is in it for the money, obviously. All tackle shops are in it for the money, but the bait he produces is good quality stuff. So that's Mark Tong at Quids in Baits. Now he's based on Marfleet Lane now. Anybody that doesn't know, pop in there and show Mark. We'll sort you out. He's got his Facebook page as well, so he's always advertising for whatever baits he's got in as well. So there's a bite on that rod again. That's the furthest one out. Not even letting me get this rig whipped on before it's going. So there must be a lot of whiting out there, because like I say, they're catching them all the way down the river by the looking at it. So I'm not sure how far up the river they're catching them, whether they're getting them up at macro. I know there's one or two, but for me to have all this action for the length of time that I've been here, there must be a lot of whiting out there. And the thing is, they're not. Like a few years ago, they were all really tiny whiting. These ones now, today, that I've been catching, they're pretty decent whiting. I mean, that one there, 37 centimetres. So that's a good whiting in anybody's books. So I'm dead chuffed with that. And like I say, they've all been real nicely hooked, so none of them, they're all going to survive, all them ones, because they're really nicely hooked, which is what you want when you're not taking fish home, which I tend not to bother taking whiting home. My wife's not keen on it, and I only do goujons with them, and you can't guarantee that you're going to have a field day on them, but so I don't like to take them home if I'm not going to use them. I don't like killing stuff that I'm not going to eat. So nice when they get hooked just in the lip and they can go back. Oh, cracking session up to now, when it's 3 o'clock, so it's about 45 minutes to tide, so it might just die off for in the next half hour or so, and then once it starts to run out again, the action might start again. But I'm pleased with what I've done up to now. 3 whiting in 4 casts. Not bad going. So if you're liking the video so far, like I am, press that subscribe button. Any comments, any likes, and share. Yeah, just press that subscribe button and come and join my Water's Gone Fishing channel, and check out my other videos. Like I said, there's a wide selection of beach fishing, river fishing, pond fishing, so there's all sorts. So yeah, get that subscribe button done and check out my videos. But if I get any more knocks on that rod there, I'll bring you straight back. All right. Right, welcome back. So like I thought, the fishing has died because it's top of tide now. It is here. Tide in Hull was 10 to 4. Well, it's 20 to 4 here, so 10 minutes different. So the top of tide here at Paull. And like I thought, the tide hasn't come up much. So it should be starting to run off in a bit. So, and I'm expecting, once it gets a bit more pull on the water again, the fishing might kick into action again. Now I've just brought both rods in, and both the rods have been picked clean. All that's left on is the band. That was it. There wasn't a scrap of meat on either of the hooks. So obviously there's a lot of crabs still out there. But like I said to you earlier, we've not had no cold weather yet. So until we get some really, really cold weather, these crabs are going to be still milling about and pestering us. But yeah, as long as the fish get to your bait first, it's happy days. But if it sits there for long enough, the crabs will pick it to bits in no time. So I've just put 2 fresh new baits out. Same again, black lug and squid whipped on. And I've just put them 2 rods out again now. So let's see how we get on. But up to now, dead chuffed with my first session out this year. Dead chuffed. 3 whiting. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, so that's good. Happy days. But yeah, not sure where I'm going to be going on Saturday, but look out for that video, because there'll be another video, sea fishing video, hot on the heels of this one. I don't know where it's going to be, but yeah, so we're at nearly top of tide, so I would imagine I'll probably fish it two hours after, see how we get on. And if I'm catching fish, I'll carry on. If I lose water, I won't, but because I don't think it'll stay up too long with it being only a small tide. So, but yeah, let's see how we get on. All right, so I'll catch back with you in a bit. Just had a knock on the long rod, the longest one you can see, which is actually the furthest one away from you. There's a bit of a decent pull down then. A bit like I was getting earlier on with the whiting. I'll just keep you on that. Let's see if it develops. Been a bit quiet the last half hour or so, but I thought it would do once the tide slackened off. But now it should be starting to. The light ship, which directs the traffic, shows the traffic, the sea traffic, the big channel. That's about getting towards 3/4 of the way around to face the tide. So obviously tide is definitely changing. Good indicator, light ships out in the channel. So whichever way the front of the boat is facing, that's where the tide is coming from. So at the moment it's just turning round to face the tide as it's going out. It's a good indicator. But that was a pretty decent knockdown, that one then. But only a couple of pulls down, but then not like the whiting bites I had earlier on. They were really good bites. Strange as well, the weather, because as the tide was on the flood and coming up the river, it was like a mill pond. Now the tide's changed and it's starting to go out. There's a bit of a breeze developed. It's really strange how as soon as it got to top of tide and starts to go down, the wind's just picked up a little bit and started to blow down river. Not enough to disrupt the rods, but there is a breeze blowing now. We're nice to get a couple more fish before we raffle. But, yeah, it's weird. That's just that a couple of pulls down, and that's it. It's not done any more. But, it goes again. I'll bring it back. Right, I've brought you back. First action I've had, so just you can see that rod there going. First bit of action I've had for ages. Well, that was a good bite, that. Now on that rod, there's 5 squid heads and a bit of bluey, bit of black lug just wrapped on. Well, that was the first knock I've had since the tide turned, and it's been going down for around about an hour now. And to say it's pulling like hell, it really is pulling, considering it was only a small tide. So yes, that's an indication that fish are probably still out there. But, yeah, that was a good knock, that. Let's see if it develops. So I've still only had the 3 whiting. What have we had? I've had 5 bites altogether, and I've got 3 whiting on the bank. So not been a bad short session, because it has only been a short session, this one. Looks as though it's left it. Keep an eye on it though, just see if it goes again. Darkness is starting to draw in, so won't be long before it's dark. See if it let's see if it comes back. But like I said earlier, if you enjoyed the video that I put together, please subscribe and press some likes and some comments, and share my video on other platforms. Like I say, this is the first of my cod season sessions, although it's only been whiting today. I will be doing some more sea fishing. I'll say sea fishing. I won't say cod fishing, but I'll say sea fishing. See if we can't get some cod and whatever else we can catch through the winter. Like I said earlier, the first winter session out, 3 whiting, biggest 37 centimetres. Not been a bad start. Only, like I say, it's a short session, this one. But, yeah, it looks as though it's left it, that one. but we are losing the water fairly quick now. We're probably at the state of the water level when I first came here, so it's around about that depth now when I first came, so we are losing the water fairly quickly. I don't know how long I'm going to give it. A lot of crabs about, so every time you bring it in after 20 minutes your bait is stripped. So but that was a definite bite though. It wasn't the rod moving or anything, it was a good bite. I haven't got another bait set up because I'm not sure how long I'm staying. So basically, if I get a bite, I'll bring it in and just bait it up and then throw it back out again. So it was a bit frenetic early on. Obviously, it was cast out, and before I'd even got a new bait on the spare rig, the rod was going. So whereas now it's a bit less intense, obviously, but yeah, disappointing that, because it was a pretty good pull down, to be fair. Good shake of the rod, but it just hasn't developed, has it? Although with the pull of the ties, you just never know, it could just be sat out there already hooked. That's the thing with sea fishing, you get a knock and then you don't get an out, and then you bring your rod in and there's a fish on the end. So mosquitoes are still, oh God, hanging on my nose. Mosquitoes are still a pest. They're actually getting a bit more intense now. And as it's getting darker, they're getting a bit of a nuisance. Fortunately, I've got most of myself covered up. It's just my face that's showing. Yeah, a bit of a nuisance. If you come down here, make sure you're well covered up, or you've got some mosquito spray, which I haven't got. I always carry it with me when we coarse fishing, but I don't really bother with sea fishing. But if you do come down to Paull and you're fishing into dark, or even during the day, I was getting pestered during the day. A lot of mosquitoes about. So bring some repellent or whatever, just to protect you from them. There you go, there's a good bite there. Look, can you see that? So something's still there. And that was a good check again. Yeah. Might be that it might have hooked itself, this one, with a bit of luck. It was definitely a good check again then. Now, a chap walking past earlier on mentioned that there's been a few whiting caught off the car park. So whiting are definitely about. Right, I'm gonna hit this one, I think. Let's have a look and see if there's anything on it. It has shook a few times now. I don't think it's the lead moving, because my line's directly straight out in front of me. I don't think it's a lead moving, but let's give it a hit and see. Like I say, it's shook a few times now, so you never know. I don't think there's anything on it, to be fair. No, I don't think there's anything on this. Can't feel anything. Definitely some good pulls though on it. Just hope I'm not going over my other line. No, nothing on it, but there was some definitely some good yanks down, and baits have been completely stripped again. So right, so I'll get this one baited up again, because obviously there's still some fish about, and I've still got a bit of water left. So I'll get this rebaited up. That's a good bait, that. Good bait, that one. Right, let's get this one out. I'm still giving it a good chuck out, even though it's pulling round quite a lot. I'm still giving it a good whack round. But, yeah. Right, let's see what we can do with this one. I'll say I'm still giving it a good cast out. I know it's pulling round quite a lot, but right, welcome back. So these are my last two rods out now. So it's starting to get dark now, and I don't want to get all my lighting gear out and have to set all that up again. So there's not a lot doing at the moment, to be fair. Just that one bite earlier on. But I'm losing the water now, so I'm going to call it a day, like I said. But I've had a good day. Well, a good couple of hours. I got here for around about 2 o'clock. Tide was at about 20 to 4 here. So I got those 3 whiting on the up. But I've had nothing on the down, barring that one bite that you saw earlier on. But as always, if you've liked the video that I put together, press that subscribe button, and any likes and any comments, and share my video. So the next video after this one will be on the beach or on the river, not sure. But I'm going to start doing a bit more beach fishing, or river fishing. Yeah, it's been a good little session. Not blanked, got 3 nice whiting, and more than probably I expected, to be honest, from the first trip out. So, but yeah, so night's drawing in now, and I'm ready for home, to be fair. So until the next time, stay safe, tight lines, and thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you.